So today I'm going to show you guys some tips and tricks with the MayFlash Magic-NS 2. Some stuff that I didn't know that you could do with it, so I'm going to be showing you guys. What inspired me to make this video was shout out to Sideshow88 commenting on my last video, which almost has 500 views, which is crazy, that you can swap the ABXY button configurations and settings, and what that led me to do was look deeper into the settings for the MayFlash device, and I learned a whole bunch of stuff that you can do that I would have never known. So let's get into it. So the first one, it's pretty basic, but once your controller is already paired with your device, I have a Series X controller paired to my Switch OLED in there. Once you turn the controller on, it acts just like how it normally would. So on the Switch, you click the home button twice to wake it up. Same thing here. So the first thing is what Sideshow88 commented, switching A to B and X to Y. You hold the start button and the A button for 3 seconds. So right off the bat, this really sucked for me when I was first using this with the Switch. A button is the B button, if you can see that. And B is the A and Y is the X. It's all flipped around. But then if you hold the start and the A button, 1, 2, 3, and we go back into here, A button, B is B, all lined up just like how it should be. And then if you want to put it back to normal for some reason, switch it back, it's start and the B button for 3 seconds. One of the things I was bummed about when I started using the Xbox controller with the Switch was the capture button is gone. This capture button doesn't work and you can't remap the controller button to that. So I was like, okay, that sucks. But what I found out is if you click both the start and the select button up here, it works just the same. And if you hold it, just like how it would be on the Switch, you can still do screenshots and screen recording. So the next thing I found out was you can actually adjust the dead zone, which I thought is really cool, especially because this controller has some issues with stick drift, which I'll show you in a second. But the way you do it is you need to be able to see the LED indicator on the MayFlash. What you do is you hold the start button and the right or left D-pad button. I'm going to do the right D-pad button, but you hold both of these. I'm going to hold them now. And now it's blinking. I'm still holding it. I'm going to let go of the D-pad, but I keep holding the start button. And it's going to continue to blink. And while I'm still holding the start button, if I push up on the D-pad, you see it's blinking twice. I'm going to press again. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. I'm going to push again. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So what that's doing is adjusting to the different levels. You have to continue to hold the start button. Once you let go, it's like that. So I put it on level 4, which is 7.5%. And I'll show you why that's awesome. So if you see there, I'm not touching the analog stick, but it's still just barely off center. If I flick it, see, it's still coming off center. That's center. I had to kind of, yep, you see how that's not good? I guess I threw the controller one too many times, and now it's a little off. So if I go back, hold the start and the right D-pad button, wait for that to blink. See how it's only blinking once? Still holding the start button, I'm going to push up. Now it's blinking twice, so I'm at the second level. Let's see if that was enough to fix it. No, still a little off, so I'm going to go back. Push up now, so it's blinking 3 times. Let's try that. I'm gonna crank it up because this thing must be broken. All the way up to what level? Level 7. Is that enough? Nope, just a shit controller. So it's a cool feature. It can only do so much. And in some games, like I play Rocket League on the Switch, in the game settings, you can manually change the dead zone, which is what I normally do. Yeah, the controller dead zone here and the dodge dead zone. So it's definitely helpful if you have one that isn't as fucked up as mine. But yeah, and if I did a bad job at explaining this exact page you're looking at here with all the information you need, you just go to MayFlash's website. I'll link it down in the description again. And go over to Q&A. And there's the manual. And when you click that link, it brings you here. You can either download it or it just shows it to you. So modifying the vibration intensity. I always use no vibration just to save a little bit of battery. But maybe you'd find this useful. So you hold RB and click in the right stick at the same time. It's gonna be hard for me to film this, so just pretend. Right bumper and right stick you click in, and then the controller will vibrate after 3 to 5 seconds. And you keep holding those two buttons, and while you're holding them, up is up and down is down for intensity. And there's a little graph there that shows the vibration levels, and you can feel it as you're holding all these buttons down and change. You'll feel the vibration get a little more intense as you go up and a little bit less as you go down. So yeah. Thanks for watching if you did. They released a firmware update. So I'm going to be making a video on that very shortly on how to update your MayFlash and what bug fixes there are. And I'm also going to be making a video on how to use a Bluetooth speaker with the switch, which I think is pretty cool. Yeah, baby. 5 frames per second.